hit the subscribe button if you want to receive more notifications of uploads. Also, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and leave a comment. I love to hear from you. Hi, I'm Shirley Ryder from the Shirley Ryder Show, and today we have an awesome person on our show, and this is Jeremy Handler from the Harmonic Resonators, as well as heaps more.
Yeah. You lady, the mockingbird sings for me.
So I guess we may as well start at the beginning.
Okay.
So perhaps you can tell us a little bit about your band.
My band? My band is composed of myself and my dad, granddaddy of country music. He picked that name up at a gig one day. And my mum and my best friend and his mum, and then a young guy we met at the country music club, Ryan Monaghan, and the band's taken off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well I can see that because you've got heaps of views on YouTube.
It's wild, it's wild. It's sort of, we started off, it was like, the concept for the band was to make a set that went off at a retirement village and a hipster pub.
Okay.
Without changing the set. Like, that's so lame, it's cool again sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And it went off at like our place, like, and at Rising Tide, yodeling, surprisingly popular, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, we were doing that, and we were also doing like pop, hip hop, other genres, contemporary genres, in a country style that older folk would appreciate. But they were bangers, you know, and so everyone was into it. And then one day we did a Maori song. Tauranga Moana was probably the first one. Kapi Oioi, which has been our biggest video. And we just in the lounge just thought we'd do that cover in the hope that, oh look, if we sing that at the pub, people will sing along and it'll be great and everyone will feel good about themselves. And so we did that, and those are the ones that have blown up, you know.
Well, it's quite unique, isn't it? It's different. I suppose, you know, the sort of, you know, when I looked at it, I thought, oh, that's kind of, it's different from a lot of stuff that you sort of see. So it's cool, and using the cultural heritage and stuff like that as well. Yeah.
I've been to some camps around the world because I'm a music teacher, and I'm really into people sharing the music from where they're from. I've always been really interested, even as early as high school, in making friends from different backgrounds and hearing their music. And so one thing led to another, and I've ended up being involved with this Ethno New Zealand camp, which is a global thing. And that started off with me going to a camp in Sweden, and it had 98 or something participants that year, of which there was a band from Zimbabwe, there was people from Iran and Croatia, Australia, Estonia, Kurdistan, like just everywhere. They had scholarships, and people came from all over the world, and they shared a song from where they were from.
Right.
And then we all learnt it, all 100 of us pretty much.
Wow. And
performed it at a couple of folk festivals.
Yeah.
And that concept has started in Sweden, and then over the last 30 years is all over the world. And we have one here. I forget how. Oh yes, that's right. This is. I'm coming to the end of that story.
Okay.
Where did I begin? So when I went to that camp, I was like, I went with 2 other New Zealanders.
Yeah.
And we thought, gosh, what do we bring? You know. And I was lucky because I'd done a lot of Maori music and been into traditional Maori instruments and been working on my te reo for a while. Awesome. And the other 2 people that came were Maori musicians. Yeah. So we did a Maori song there that was all good to arrange in that context. And yeah, it was cool, and it was quite challenging too, you know. And I thought, I saw these Swedish people who knew, 50 embarrassing songs that everyone in their family knows, and there's the dance to go with it, and everyone dances a shotis, or or a polska, and I was really jealous that we didn't have something so identifiable here. I was.
It's really cool what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So I thought, well, let's like shine a spotlight on these songs that are just from here, so that people start to feel like we do have our own musical culture and heritage and history and stuff that's worth sharing with the rest of the world. And we do,
right.
you know. We've got one of the most beautiful sounding environments
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah. So how did you get into music in the first place?
I reckon I was in the womb.
Yeah.
I don't remember it precisely. But, mum and
So your
dad.
mother...
Yeah, mum and dad have always sung. And we're a big, loud family, you know, with you know.
Yeah.
It's a house full of noise. Happy noise, but very noisy.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've just always sung. That mum and dad's always been in a band.
Yep.
He sort of called it as the kids were a lot younger. Well, when we moved to Hamilton, I was 6, and he said, "I'm sick of playing covers."
Okay.
And
we don't say that.
I mean, it's not just the covers; it's the covers lifestyle. He was sick of playing Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, or whatever.
Yep.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So late now too.
Oh gosh, it's late now. Oh, it's tough. Got to reverse your body clock, you know.
Yeah.
So he got out of that game, but kept singing with us. We ended up joining a country music club.
Yep.
When we moved up here, and that was every Friday night. We'd go and he'd play in the band for a few hours, and that was enough to keep his hand in. And
Yep.
so I was just around it all the time. You know, come home from school, go to practice or whatever. And we had a family band as well that would perform at awards or funerals or whatever. And it was cool singing harmonies with the family, and then all our voice changes.
Yeah.
I remember, my brother's voice changed. He started singing the under harmony, and I was the high harmony because I was in. My sister was in the middle.
Yeah.
And then when my voice broke, it all just got awkward.
Who are your influences? Musical influences?
Oh, my dad, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's solid, man. And he's like one of these, just his attitude too. Yeah. He's, you can be a rock star sort of thing, but if you really love music, like if you really love the thing, you don't want it as a self-aggrandizing thing.
No.
You just want everyone to have this thing.
Yes.
Which is so amazing. A way of expressing yourself and being aware of reading a room and little interpersonal dynamics and sound.
It's interesting how you teach, because I'm a teacher too, even though I don't teach anymore. But teaching, I reckon, is quite helpful with music because you've got to be able to read the kids just like how you're reading the crowd.
Yeah.
In a way.
That's it. That's it. And I try.
And change things as they need changing and reflect on things. Sometimes you just think on the spot with music, but
yeah, that's it. Look at them. Okay, they're all okay. They need to do something.
This isn't going well.
high energy now, and then we need to bring them back down.
Yeah.
It's just the same as dealing with a crowd. Oh gosh, at our place one time. We had a sing-along at our place. I don't know, we just, end of the set, we often have a sing-along. And what was it? I can't even remember the song. Oh, Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose-colored days gone by? I was like, sit up straight! And the mic at the pub, telling everyone to sit up straight. Because it'll make a better sound. Anyway, it was hilarious. I haven't lived it down actually. The band still mocks me about that one. Sit up straight. Oh, sorry.
I remember going to gigs. That's not about me, but I remember going to gigs. When I had my kids.
Yeah.
And I'd look at the floor and start picking things up.
Yeah.
Because I was so used to picking up things, so my little toddler wouldn't put them in her mouth.
Oh,
it just became like this habit, and I'll be like, how weird is that?
Kleptomania. I'll take that.
That's funny.
So what did you pick up?
I just bits of paper and things, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Random things.
Oh, like little mementos or whatever.
No, just rubbish.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, so that, I don't know. It's, anyway,
is that what your band didn't let you live down?
No, that's what I didn't let myself live down. I don't know if they noticed, hopefully not.
Oh, nice. Oh, well, everyone loves a tidy Kiwi.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So anyway, so actually talk about your teaching, might as well.
Oh yeah, why not? Yeah.
So what is it that you actually teach?
Well, I teach. I've got quite a diverse week, and that works well for me. Monday I teach drums at the college, at Otumoetai College, and I love it because I have a drumming degree from New Zealand School of Music. I played jazz for a long time, was right in that scene. I sort of did the country thing when I was little and then just ran away for it for a while. Didn't want anything to do with country music from like 17 to maybe 22 or so. And then started playing gigs with Dad again and it sort of came back. But yeah, the jazz thing was a big thing for me, and I've had some great teachers, and so that's really, I really enjoy that, just doing what these people that I really looked up to did. And I'm really enthusiastic about it, so it's very effective. I was teaching guitar for a little while and that was not the same. But drums are so easy because I'm so into it, and I want the kids to, you know, get their chops down and be really like, you know, clear about how they can get better, and if they choose to, then they can, and if not, then we end up in a group class, and then they'll end up with no class. If they practice. If they practice and they turn up every week, then they're my best friend, you know? And then Tuesday to Friday, I work at Matua School. And 2 days is teaching music to whole classes, which is cool. We've got a big xylophones. And ukulele culture in the classroom music, at least, and lots of singing. And then I need to do more singing actually. This term has not been very, I change it every term. Need to do more songs next term. And then Thursday I just am a classroom teacher, which is nice.
What do you teach your kids songs wise?
Songs, rounds, love a good round, you know, this group start, the next group start. Rhythm, sort of game songs, stuff that uses paper, scissors, rock, and stuff where like everyone turns away and then turns back and you change something, you've got to try and guess what we change. Little game songs like that, or with actions that they're just fun and you can just start, and stuff that kids are inclined to go and sing in the playground or whatever. And with those little underlying morals of like respecting each other and respecting each other's space and how to touch each other in pleasant ways so they're not bloody hitting each other later on.
So no heavy metal.
No heavy metal. Well, I don't know. I'd give it a crack. I keep saying I'm going to play some crazy stuff in class. So I just get all caught up before I hook the stereo up, you know. But I should do a bit more listening actually. Alright, I'm going to listen to some heavy metal next term. Twist my arm, eh? Into everybody finding their own music, you know. Compose music when you have the skills to sing, you know. Compose music when you have the skills to play 5 notes, you know. Compose. Make it your own sort of self-expression, and then it's really useful to you. It's a language that you want to know, rather than just recite. You're not going to connect to that language. It was in Auckland that the country band started. Sort of coming back around to it, I really appreciated how humble it was. Country music's not about it being so hard that only a few of you can do it. You sit there and watch each other like this. You know, at country gigs people were line dancing, people were singing along, people were getting up and jamming. Really respectful of the music, you know, and the sound, but it's just a cool bunch of people in the country music scene in New Zealand. So sort of started coming back around to that, and then it was when I moved to Tauranga and wanted to see a lot more of my family that this band really kicked off. This song, I used to sing the English version with my nana. My nana Jean, I remember vividly her cooking lemon slice in the kitchen. And I was singing this song after school one day, and my sister came home and was like, "You bloody putting on a show for Nana?" How embarrassing. She'll be gutted I told that story actually. And I was like, "No, I'm singing with Nana," and she was loving it. We were singing Something Stupid, and then I learned later the Te Reo Maori version of it. It's about something completely else, but also got really beautiful words to it. So it's just a banger all round. I'll do that one. E minaka ana taku waha ki te kai a te rangatira. Taku reo rangatira taku kuru pauna mutuku iho. Miharo ke ana ki tō E me hate wairua ki te kōrero Maori. Miharo ke ana ki tōna pakari kia ora.
I was going to ask if what you're doing in terms of
Yeah, we just, well, I don't know, we've done like 8 in the last sort of 2-week session, like 8 videos, because they're really quick, you know. I send the words out, Dad will do the chart usually, just to be prepared, and someone will listen to them, you know, and then we just jam it, and how does that bit go, and you know, nobody's held to ransom if they haven't listened to the stuff or whatever. And we'll usually put a song together in 15 minutes, you know?
Wow.
And then either record it or go, okay, we've got to do it next time.
Yeah.
And then we'll record the next one and the next one. And
so when you say you're recording them...
I just get my phone and I plug it in. And it used to just be my phone.
Yeah.
And then I had a Zoom recorder and my friend, Nick Newman, bought me a cable that connects that to my phone.
Okay.
So it's great quality audio with my phone. Yeah. And then I think I might have dropped it a couple too many times, so I bought a new recording device. And you know, we haven't made a cent off the videos, right? Because it's, you know, and there's been hours and hours and hours and hours and hours go into them, and you know, not that we edit much, but just cutting the top and tail and put it on the internet, you know. Got to learn how the internet works. But it's like a business card. Yeah. You know, so the amount of gigs that we've got from those videos has been huge, and more importantly, the amount of joy that has come out of it. People saying, "Oh my gosh, you know, A, I remember these songs and never thought I'd hear them again. B, wow, that's great. You look like a Pākehā and you're singing Māori songs. This is great. This is like bridging the gap, you know." Yeah. And the third thing being, you know, there's old people, there's young people.
Yeah, the age groups thing.
Yeah. There's like this is it. This is what parties used to be like before the YouTube party and the drugs and the alcohol and all those other nasties. You know, if there's one thing that the band has as a flow-on effect, I hope that it's that nannies sing to their kids. And that somebody gets the guitar out at Christmas, you know, and just goes, oh, you know, this is cool now, you know. Yeah. Because you know there's something magic that happens when everyone's singing together. Yeah. And that would be just delightful if there was more music in the world as a result of what we're doing. That would be great. But yeah, the band itself's doing really well too. We've been to Melbourne. And then we're planning a tour to Christchurch in January. We've played Tūranga Waiwai Marae for the Maori King. We've played heaps of kaumātua functions. We've played at Marae. We've played at Te Reo Māori Language Awards. Just heaps of stuff. We get really awesome gigs on Waitangi Day. Yes. Because that's like, it's our scene, you know. And just like so flattered by the comments that people have made. Awesome. You know, particularly around the way that it's done, you know, like just making sure we pronounce it correctly, and you know, I didn't initially because we were a really small band, you know, it was like a random, hey, here's a cool idea. But when we recorded the album, I touched base with all the people or a family member of the composer if they passed away, and just got the all clear to do it on the album. And if they, you know, that's it. If they don't want us to do it, it's fine. And since then, I've touched base with the composers that I can find. And the band page is a fantastic resource. Anyone know who wrote this song? Oh, yep, it was written in 1968 by this person, and here's their number. And So yeah, and I've had such great conversations with those people who then say, oh, well, you've got to do this one, and you've got to do this one, and you've got to do it like this, and here's how I felt about it, and you get all these other stories.
Yeah.
So I suppose, yeah, and they say this is ticka, this is the right way of going about things. So I think there's, we're getting a bit of street cred of
awesome. Yeah.
Doing our best to learn the language and touch base with the people and clear it, because they're precious songs, you know, so they're very special and they're fantastic tunes that need to be out there, you know.
It's all about being genuine and being real, isn't it? And reaching out to people and communication, you know. So just wondering, like, if people want to, I mean, obviously we can find you on YouTube. What's your YouTube channel? Just
the Harmonic Resonators, on YouTube, or the Harmonic Resonators on Facebook.
Yeah.
I did set up an Instagram, but it's I'm not very good at Instagram because I'm over 30.
I do have one too, but I'm not.
How does it work? Yeah, Harmonic _Resonator. It is there, but I've got like 15 followers. I've got like 40,000 on Facebook. You know? But yeah, who knows what Facebook's happening? But I'll keep trying to put things on YouTube, or just come and check us out at a gig. We've got a whole bunch of RSA gigs coming up. And
is it Mount RSA or?
We're doing Te Aroha RSA. We're doing a Punareo gig in Whitianga soon. We're doing one. Oh gosh, I should have all the dates and things. Just go on the Facebook. We'll put all them on the event calendar, and we'll plug them as hard as we can. And we do have an album.
Yes,
it's called Waitanaho, and you can buy that on the Facebook too. It's a Google form. Mum will package it up for you and send it out.
Is it a CD?
It's a CD. We sold 1,000 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's interesting, isn't it? Because you don't know if, you know, because I'm just doing my next album, I'm thinking, like, should I bother to do a CD next time? I did an MP4 stick actually last time, so I did a movie. But this time, it's like, should I do a hard copy or not? I guess they're good for gigs.
Yeah. I mean, I've just jumped off the CD train. I was the last person to jump off the CD train because I just put them on in the car, you know.
Yeah.
But now I'm on Spotify, so we're on Spotify and on iTunes.
All the regular
bits and bobs, you know. But people want to support you, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you do. You know, you make 0.5 cent off Spotify plays. Or you can just give somebody $20 for the album, 25 I think, but it might go to 20 when we record our next one. And that's $20 to the artist or whatever, you know. Or you make merch, so we've got shirts and such.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all. Thanks very much for letting me come into your house and
cheers.
Talk to you. Really
Thanks
appreciate it.
Over. Yeah, it was lovely to meet you.
Awesome. And catch you next time.
It's a country song, you know.
Remember to hit the subscribe button if you want to receive more notifications of uploads. Also, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and leave a comment. I love to hear from you.